Hello, good evening, and welcome to today's tutorial. My name is Chidiebere. Today we are going to look at how to set up Flutter on Android Studio. So, if you don't have Android Studio downloaded yet, go to developer.androidstudio.com. It will auto detect your operating system and give you the download option which you are to get. And once you've downloaded it, go ahead and install the Android Studio, and then you can also go ahead and download the Flutter SDK. You can see the Flutter SDK under flutter.dev here. You can go ahead and click on getting started. Then it gives you the option to either download for the operating system which you are using. Once done, you can download it and you have it under your download folder. You can have it under your download folder. Under your download folder, where do I have mine? Mine. Okay, I think I've removed mine. Okay, so once you've downloaded it, go ahead and extract it. And once you've extracted it, go ahead and paste it at this location. This where I have mine. So make sure you don't have something like flutter underscore 25577 or the versions like that. Just make sure you have just flutter, and once you open it, you have all these files inside. Once you've downloaded and extracted it, copy it to your C drive here and make sure the name is just flutter and it's just this. So with this, we can now go ahead and set up our Android SDK or Android Studio. This is if this is your first time of installing Android on your device and you've not set it up, then you might need to follow these steps. So once at the first run instance, the first time you open your Android Studio, you will not see anything here. You might see a few welcome notes and some options. So go ahead and look for this particular menu option on the screen. It should be somewhere. I don't have it here, so I can't point to it. So look for it, this menu option here. Let me bring it down here. So look for it, click on SDK here, and then it will take you to this place. Now, under SDK platform, select this first Android API, which is Android API 32. You can go ahead and select other ones as well. That's if you want to have different versions of Android API available for your work. But if you don't have enough data to download them, just stick to the first one. Just make sure this first one is checked, and then go over to SDK tools. Make sure that Android's SDK build tool is checked. Also make sure Android SDK command line tool latest is checked. Android emulator is checked. And for Android emulator, it's optional for you. This if you want to use a virtual device for your testing and debugging. But Android SDK platform 2, you need that one to be installed. And then for you to be able to use Android emulator or use your AVD, Android virtual device, you must have to install this HAXM installer here. So with this now, just once you've checked all of them, let's go through it again. Check only one here, but you can check multiple if you want. That's if you have the bandwidth or the internet data to download it, because most of them are pretty heavy, up to 600 megabytes to 1000, from 200 to 600 to 1 gig. So that's that for SDK platforms. Then on SDK tools, just make sure you check this. 3 here is compulsory, while 2 is if you want to use the Android emulator. So go ahead and click on OK. Once you've done this, click on apply, and then okay, it will go ahead and download these tools for you. So it will go ahead and download these tools for you. For this, once this is done, we'll now go back to this place, and we want to install the Android plugin tool. But before that, let's first of all set up our Android on environmental variable. So remember, we have our Android on our local disk here. So go ahead and click on menu, type env. You will have this option, edit the system environment variables. Click on it, and then click on environmental variable, and then click on double click on path. This is where I double clicked here. You can click on it and click edit. It will take you to this place. So back to this place, back to where we have our flutter, hold down the shift key and right click, and then do copy as path. So we can copy the path where this guy is located. The path should be, the path to this should be, let me show you the path a moment. Okay, this is the path where our flutter is located. So remove these quotation marks here and copy it. Copy it. Go back to your environmental variable, which is this place. You can double click on the next line here, or you can just click on new. It will automatically position here. Then you can paste what you just copied, the C drive, then the Flutter directory. I already have it here, so I don't need to put it again. Sorry, you have to copy bin, not this place. You have to do this, shift this, and then copy as path. Sorry about that. And then paste. It has to be bin folder inside the Flutter, this particular directory. So once you've copied it, go back to this place and paste it. So I have it here already, so I don't need to do it here again. This is for our system to be able to look for it and find it whenever it wants to execute any Flutter command. So with this done, just click OK and OK. And now go back to your Android Studio. Let's look for we want to install the plugins, the required plugins. Okay, if you are able to see plugin on your home menu, depending on which version of Android Studio you are using, you can click on the plugin and it will still take you to the same place that I'm going to enter now. So I will go into my, but if you don't have the Flutter plugin, you can go ahead and create a new project. Because you don't have a Flutter, Android Studio plugin option here, and you've not installed the Flutter SDK, or rather the Flutter plugin, you will not have this new Flutter project given to you here. You will not have it here. So what you have is just new project and open project. So you can go ahead and create any new project, any default project, give it a name, just use the default options it gave you to create a new project. And once your project has been created, the idea is for it to be able to take us into this environment so that we can easily look for plugins that we want to install. So with this now, once this thing has opened, just go to this search button here, click on it. It will give you this search bar. Just type plugin. So this is the one you will choose, this one that says plugin, and when you hover over it, it has manage, install plugin, and download new one from repository. Click on it, and it will open for you. So once it's opened, you'll have marketplace and install plugin. Marketplace and install plugin. So go to marketplace. look for flutter. Look for flutter. This is it here. I've already installed it. So on your own, it will still be like this. So click on install and go ahead and install it. During the installation, it will tell you that that is required, DART, that plugin is required for Flutter to work, and it will give you the option to install that one as well. Click on yes, and it will install that one as well. For you to verify, also type that, and over here it might be showing green, but here it will tell you that it has been installed. And once Flutter has been installed on your system, it will prompt you to restart the system for it to be able to see the Flutter plugin which you just installed. So when you go over to this place, you should be able to see the two plugins which you have. So you can then go ahead and restart, click on the restart button and it will automatically restart, and then, or you can just close it up and close it up here and restart it. So back to this place, I restart my Android Studio, and it will, once it opens, it might take you automatically to that project which you were working on before. So if it takes you over to that place, good and fine. But if you don't want to open that default project, you can go ahead and click on cancel, and it will take you to the menu page. It will take you to the menu page. Let's see. So I want to start up my Android Studio. Okay, once it starts up, it will give you this option to load it. You can cancel it for it to go to the main screen where you select your what is it called you need, just to see your Flutter plugin, just to be able to see your Flutter plugin. Why is it not coming up? So let's give it a moment. Okay, so go ahead and open the previous project which you opened for you to be able to install the Flutter plugin. Go to File, scroll down to Settings here. So we want to point Android Studio to where it can find the Flutter, what's it called? The Flutter SDK. So go ahead and click on, you will see languages here. Go ahead and click on languages. It will give you this option. You can either select it here or make this drop down box and click on this place. Or you can click on this place. It still takes you to the same place. Now, unlike before where we'll have to specify C drive flutter slash binary folder bin, we only have just this C drive then flutter. This is what you have here because our this is located just here. So this is where it's located. If I click on this place, this is where this is located. So go ahead and set this, and because that, it should auto detect that and install it for you or set it for you. But if it's not set, this is the location where it can be found. This is the location where you can find your dat SDK. Under the binary folder, you can go to cache. Under the cache, you have the dat SDK. So you can click on, you can open this and just click on this folder icon here, copy this, come over to this place and set it here. Then you can then click on what? You can then click on OK. So with these two things set now, you are good to go with your Flutter project. Now, whenever you go over to this place, you can easily click on create new Flutter project here, and it will open up this place for you. The latest version, always make sure that you have the right Flutter part. So we have the right Flutter part. If it has changed, then you have to change it here. Then you go over to next. Then you set the title of your application. You can call it mobile underscore app, and this is the default location where it's going to be saved. If you don't want it here, you can click change the default location where you want to save it. And also make sure that don't forget to add mobile underscore app. That's where all those files for your project will be saved. So what type of project do we want to create? Default is application. We have plugin, we have packages, we have module and skeleton. But what we want to create is an application. So the platform we want to create for is Android and iOS. If you want only Android, then check only Android. If you want only iOS, you can as well create for web. You can as well create for web. So for this organization, sometimes if you check other applications, you will see something like com.google. That's their organizational name. So you can change this to whatever you want, but make sure it follows this convention. Com dot maybe your name, David, or if you have an organization, you can call it something like Fusion or anything at all. So, or you can leave it at com.example.com. But for production purpose, you might need to change it so as to have a unique identifier when you upload it to Google Play Store. So if you want this application to run on the browser as well, you can check this and it will add the dependencies and modules required for it. When you are done, you can click on finish and it will create your Flutter application. Then you can continue from there. That's all for now on how to create or how to set up Flutter SDK on Android Studio. Thank you.